I woke up to a miracle today. Triggers fade as I find my way. No judgment to lead astray. In this peaceful state.
Welcome back, everyone, to our ongoing exploration of A Course in Miracles.
It's great to be here, and today we're tackling Lesson 175, God is but love, and therefore so am I. This is actually the final lesson in Review 5.
It really feels like we've covered some ground together. So proud of everyone sticking with it. And, keep those questions coming. We love hearing from you.
Definitely. You can always email us at ACIM@theworldharmonyproject.org.
Or find us on TikTok and YouTube. The handle is @TheWorldHarmonyProject.
And don't forget, messaging on Spotify and Apple Podcasts works too.
Absolutely. And if you're finding these explorations helpful, maybe consider leaving a 5-star rating. It honestly helps others find this work.
Yeah, it's amazing to see people tuning in from all over the U.S., Brazil, Sweden, Canada, Spain, India. It's really connecting globally.
Okay, so Lesson 175. God is but love, and therefore so am I.
Such a powerful statement. And it really acts as a synthesis, doesn't it? Pulling together so much of what the Course teaches.
It builds directly on lessons we've looked at, like 159 and 160.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about recognizing that our core identity, our real self, is inseparable from love, from God.
And anything else we think we are fearful, separate, lacking, that's the illusion the Course talks about.
Exactly. Moving from fear and separation.
To connection, forgiveness, and ultimately peace.
And for those of you following along lesson by lesson, these ideas aren't entirely new, but today is about going deeper into the application, seeing how it all fits.
It's about really integrating it.
Okay, so to really get the weight of Lesson 175, God is but love, and therefore so am I, it helps to unpack those supporting ideas first.
Good plan.
So 3 core concepts really stand out here.
The first one is about giving, specifically how the Course frames it.
Yes, Lesson 159. The idea that giving is receiving, which, kind of goes against the grain of how the world usually thinks.
Totally. We're taught to accumulate, to hold on. But the Course says, nope, you only truly have what you give away.
Extending miracles, forgiveness, healing, that act of giving is the proof you've actually received it yourself.
It completely reframes abundance. It's not about getting more stuff. It's about extending what you already have, spiritually speaking.
And that extension deepens your own understanding and acceptance. You learn it by sharing it.
Exactly. Then the second pillar is Lesson 160. I am at home. Fear is the stranger here.
This one's huge. It redefines our relationship with fear entirely. Home is your natural state. That inherent oneness with love, with God, that's your reality.
So your true home is in God. It's a state of peace, of certainty. Fear, on the other hand.
Fear is the alien, the intruder. It tries to pretend it belongs, but it's not part of your actual reality.
Understanding that distinction is crucial for finding sanity and peace again.
Definitely. And the third piece is this idea of Christ's vision as the bridge.
Yeah.
It's about seeing reality without the ego's filters, without the distortions. It's perception shifted.
It's the mechanism, really, for all the other miracles, all the other shifts in perception. It's how they happen.
It's how we move from this world of, attack and separation
to what the Course calls the real world, the forgiven world that reflects heaven.
It lets you see past the surface stuff, past the illusions, and recognize the holiness in everyone, yourself included.
And it's a gift. It's freely available the moment we're actually willing to see differently.
So you take these 3, giving is receiving, fear is the stranger in our true home, and Christ's vision is the way to see reality, and they flow directly into
God is but love, and therefore so am I. It all clicks together.
And that giving, especially giving through Christ's vision.
That's the path back to remembering who you are, where your home truly is.
Christ's vision is the miracle. It's the source. All the other shifts flow from that willingness to see differently.
I remember when that giving is receiving idea first really landed for me. It felt so backwards at first.
Yeah.
Because everything tells you to grab and hold. Keep it for yourself if you want it, but the Course just flips it. You understand forgiveness when you offer forgiveness.
It really highlights that contrast, doesn't it, between how the world thinks and the spiritual logic.
It's a massive mindset shift.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it actually works. You see it happen.
We have, haven't we? When you genuinely extend that forgiveness, you feel forgiven yourself. And then Lesson 160 just drives it home, pun intended, with, I am at home, fear is the stranger here. That one. Wow. It's been huge for me personally.
How so?
Well, for years, fear felt like it was just part of the furniture. Like it belonged there, inside me. This lesson challenges that completely. How about for you? How has understanding fear as the stranger evolved?
Oh, it's been a process. Definitely. At first, it was just agreeing with it intellectually. Okay, fine, the Course says fear isn't real.
Right. Head knowledge.
Exactly.
Sure.
But then, life happens. A crisis hits, and boom, fear feels incredibly real. Overwhelmingly real. The shift came slowly from seeing that every single time I chose to identify with the fear, I was the one making myself a stranger to my true self. If I'd really grasped, I am at home, fear is a stranger, I might have realized the peace I was desperately seeking was already in here. The fear was the invasive thought, not my baseline reality. Hindsight,
Oh, completely relatable. It's a constant practice, isn't it? A moment by moment remembering. Home is love. Certainty is there. Love doesn't even know about strangers.
such a powerful reassurance. You can't actually be lost.
Right, which circles back to Christ's vision again. It sees no strangers. It only sees itself reflected everywhere.
So when we judge or attack our brother, our sister, we're denying that vision in ourselves too. We're denying our own self-recognition. It's all linked.
And that idea of Christ's vision being a golden treasury, where every need is already met, no sickness unhealed, no lack.
Yeah.
It paints this incredible picture of abundance that's just inherent. It comes from within. It's always there to draw upon.
Okay, let's make this really concrete. Let's talk practical application.
Good idea.
Imagine you run, say, an online hobby group,
Yeah.
something you've poured energy into, making it a really positive, supportive space.
Okay, got it.
And then one day, boom, a discussion just explodes. Turns into a nasty flame war. Accusations flying, sarcasm, personal attacks, the works.
Ugh. Yeah, sadly familiar territory online sometimes. I've definitely jumped into those thinking I was helping, but really just adding fuel for my own anger or fear. It's easy to get sucked in.
So easy. So this thread is burning down. Your stomach drops.
Yeah.
You feel angry, frustrated, sad. Maybe even like, what's the point? You feel you have to do something. This space you built feels like it's shattering.
Right. High stakes emotionally.
Exactly. This is the choice point. Step one, just pause. Before reacting, notice the feelings. The fear, the pressure, the urge to just shut it all down, maybe defend yourself. But then, lesson 175 whispers, God is but love, and therefore so am I. And lesson 160, I am at home. Fear is the stranger here. Fear isn't your advisor. Love is. Peace is your default setting, even now. So breathe. Center yourself. Remember, you're fundamentally safe in love. You can respond from that place.
That pauses everything. Create space.
Step two, offer the first miracle, the gentle response. Remember, lesson 159, I give the miracles I have received. The first miracle here might be softness, a gentle reminder to the group about kindness, respect, maybe curiosity.
So maybe posting something like, hey folks, let's hit pause for a second. This group is about kindness. Let's try to understand each other. Okay.
Exactly. That's your first extension of the miracle, a deliberate shift from reacting out of fear to responding from love. Sometimes that's enough. The temperature drops. People reconsider. Peace is restored.
Hopefully. But what if it's not?
Right. Step three, what if it doesn't work? What if your gentle nudge gets ignored or even attacked? What if it just keeps spiraling? This is where many well-meaning people get stuck, because love doesn't equal being a doormat.
Ah, okay. This is important.
It is. Love doesn't mean passively tolerating abuse or chaos. Lesson 159 also implies you recognize you are healed when you give healing. Sometimes the healing needed is clarity, firmness, boundaries, protection.
So the first gentle response was a gift, an offering of peace.
Yes. But if that gift isn't received, if it doesn't restore safety, then the next miracle you give is the miracle of strong, loving, protective action.
Okay, so what does that look like?
Step four, give the second miracle loving strength and boundaries. Now you act, but critically, not from anger or fear. You act from love. This might mean deleting the toxic thread entirely.
Right.
It might mean removing members who are persistently attacking others, issuing clear warnings, maybe temporary or permanent bans. You might need to close the discussion and publicly restate the group's core values.
And doing this with that certainty from lesson 160, I am at home. Fear is the stranger.
You're not afraid to be firm because love includes protection. Love includes safety. This isn't about punishment. It's about preserving the healthy space for everyone else.
So the message might be something like, this discussion has become harmful. To protect our community, it's now closed, and some actions have been taken. We're here for kindness and respect, not attacks. Thanks for upholding that.
Perfect. See? It's firm, clear, but not vengeful. Strong, not cruel. That too is a miracle, an act of love.
Okay, but what if it gets worse? Like real abuse or threats?
Step 5. If someone starts making actual threats towards you or anyone else, you are not called by love to just forgive and forget in a way that enables harm.
No, love protects.
Love protects what is precious. So this means document the abuse, save messages, block the person, report them to the platform, maybe even to authorities if it feels necessary. Take real-world safety precautions if needed, and do it without guilt.
Because love isn't naive.
Not at all. Acting protectively isn't a spiritual failure. It's holy strength in action.
That makes sense.
Step 6. Release the outcome. Rest in love. After you've done what needs to be done, spoken, acted, protected, then let it go. Hand the outcome over to spirit, to higher power, whatever term resonates. No need to keep replaying it, obsessing, over-explaining. You stood in love. You acted to restore safety. The ultimate results are not yours to control. Rest back in that knowing.
It sounds so straightforward laid out like this, but in the heat of the moment, it takes practice to remember that pause.
Oh, absolutely. It takes real practice. Maybe even have a little affirmation ready. Something like, I respond from love, not fear. Love can be gentle. Love can be strong. I set boundaries clearly. I protect this space because love protects. God is love, therefore so am I.
I like that.
That's what the practice looks like, right? Not just sunny day spirituality, but love, firm, clear, strong, and peaceful, right in the middle of the storm. That's how you stay at home in love, even when chaos swirls.
We actually receive a listener question that ties right into this.
So perfect. What is it?
The listener asks, I'm confused about the idea of home if the world is an illusion, including our bodies. What is home exactly?
Ah, that's such a fundamental question. And yeah, it trips people up because our usual understanding of home is so physical.
Right. And as we mentioned, the course perspective is different.
Home is your true natural state. It's that state of being totally connected, totally one with God, with love. It's perfect peace, perfect certainty.
It's the awareness of your identity as love, completely untouched by the illusions, the fears, the limits of the world we perceive with our senses.
So when Lesson 160 says, I am at home, fear is the stranger here. It means that fear, separation, anxiety, those things are utterly foreign to who you really are. They don't belong in your true home, which is your mind aligned with God.
Beautifully put. This whole exploration of Lesson 175, God is but love and therefore so am I, really has been quite revealing. It provides such a solid anchor.
I think the biggest takeaway, for me at least, is how powerfully it shines a light on your true nature. It's how inherently perfect and safe you are.
Yeah.
Always.
Constantly at peace, constantly connected to love.
Live this truth right now, in this moment.
Absolutely. So as you go about your day, maybe hold on to this core idea. Let it be like a compass, that quiet, steady knowing that whatever the world throws at you, your actual self, your true identity and love, remains completely untouched by any illusion.
Keep practicing.
Yeah.
Keep extending that love. Keep recognizing it because it is who you are.
We've really woven together some profound truths today.
We have, and maybe something to reflect on after this exploration of Lesson 175. If your true nature really is love, what situation in your life right now looks impossible, but might actually be waiting for a miracle, a shift in perception?
Go forth in peace, everyone. We'll continue our exploration tomorrow.